Hey, what is up everybody? It is Wick here. Get ready to go to a big citywide garage sale. Probably the largest one I go to. There should be hundreds of sales. It is actually cool today. It's going to be in the 50s and rainy, so I don't know how much that's going to affect it. But every time I go to this one, I just go until I'm super tired or I'm just done because there's just never-ending sales, it seems. So we're going to go try to find some stuff, try to make some stuff happen, roll that dice, try to win. Well, of course, when you're running a bit late, you got to deal with a train. It's just the laws of everything, I guess. So running a little bit later than I wanted to, but we'll get past this train, we'll get there, hopefully find some good stuff. So here we are at the first sale. It was a pretty good sale, and I'll be doing the voiceover footage here because a lot of times these sales are playing music and people seem to like it more when I'm talking rather than just looking at the footage. There was a tub of DVDs there, and I've definitely been paying more attention to DVDs at yard sales. I don't pay attention to them much at Goodwill because they usually price them up and there's just not enough room for money, but when they're like a quarter, 50 cents, or $1, especially the seasons, there's definitely a good amount of money to be made in a lot of them. But I'm not going to sit there and scan every single one of them at a yard sale, so I'm trying to learn, which ones sell better. There's a Bible trivia. I sell those a lot, so I picked up that. And here's another sale. If you remember, I mentioned the train. There's a guy who was getting in his car when I got to this sale, and I'm like, this guy probably looking for games. I could just tell. So when I asked the lady at this sale if she had any old games, she said the guy that was just here just bought all the Nintendos, plural. So I assume it probably a Wii, and who knows what other Nintendos were there, or if she knew what she was talking about. So disappointing because of that train. It may be why. I'm not going to think about that too much, but here's a camera I was looking at. She was standing right there. We negotiated. I ended up picking it up, so not bad. So it is turning out to be a terrible morning for garage sales. You see that one's just getting soaked. There's just not a whole lot of them out because of the weather. And it started out pretty good. I was finding some stuff, and then I had about 5 or 6 more sales, and it was just not really finding anything, and the weather started pouring. So I don't even know. I think I'll just drive away from this one. It looks really pink anyway and not a lot of stuff. Maybe I can find one that's actually in a garage and not soaked. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. We're going to keep trying to roll that dice and make some money, find some good stuff. So the rain finally pulled back for a little while, and I got to this sale and there was nothing really great there, but she asked me what I was looking for. I said, I'm looking for some old video games. And she's like Atari? I'm like, yeah, a little bit older than that. Atari's fine though if you got some. And she said her husband had an Atari. They'd be bringing it out tomorrow. Asked if I could leave my number. I said sure. And she handed me a paper. There's already 3 names on that paper under Atari. So a lot of competition out there. A lot of people I asked for video games, they said that you're the 3rd or 4th one that's asked today. So a lot of competition for that stuff. Here's a Coleman camping stove. It was 20 bucks. I was considering buying that, and I was like, I don't they sell for like 30 bucks? I never find ones that are in good shape or new condition, and I believe they don't sell for too much. I get a 30, maybe $40 range. So 20 was too high. I was thinking about negotiating. But while I was looking at other stuff, a guy came in and was asking about that. The guy wouldn't go down on it, so I knew I wasn't getting a good deal. RCA VCR there. I think they wanted 10 or 20. What was it there? I can't even see. 10. RCA is not really a good brand. I just didn't want to mess with that. Here's the guy. He bought that camp stove. I think he wanted it for 15, and the guy wouldn't do it for 15. But here's a box of toys. I decided to look in there, and I did end up picking up something here, which I'll show all the stuff, at the end of the video. I stopped in a Goodwill because I was right beside it, and new cart that came out, a bunch of routers. This Goodwill is notorious for having overpriced routers, upwards to $30 to $40 for used out-of-date routers. Pretty insane. Looking on this cart, I don't really see anything, at least I'm interested in. Mentioned before, the lamps look like pretty decent lamps. I doubt they're worth anything. And yeah, video games, just way overpriced. Anything good? You got Madden 07 for Wii here for $9.99. Come on. Just there's no money if that was free, really. And they want $10. Maybe some crazy will come around and buy it. I don't know. I guess I don't know why Goodwill prices some stuff high. There was a game for $5. I never heard of this one. I believe I looked it up. I meant to look it up anyway, just in case, but it was either not worth anything or I forgot to look it up. I don't know. Come over to the electronics though, and usually they're priced really high here, but I see this Sony unit and I'm like, ooh, that's pretty nice. It's got the remote. It's so rare to see these things with remotes, especially at this Goodwill. And I seen it was $14.99. I'm like, yeah, I'll gamble on that. If it doesn't work, I can return it since it's Goodwill. Definitely something I'm happy to pick up, because the Sony combo units do sell for around $150 on Amazon with the remote. I always bundle them with cables. And just looking at the rest of the electronics, people's been asking me why I don't pick up like the guitars for Guitar Hero and stuff. I don't pick those up because I've sold them in the past and I've had more returns and headaches with them. I'm just kind of done selling them and messing with them. I know there's still some money in them. These camcorders were overpriced. This one I think was okay. It was $7.99, but that other Samsung one, it's been there for months now, and they have it $24.90. Oh, this one right here, the Sharp, I believe it. Yeah, it's not even a camcorder really. It's just a camera. They want $25 for it. Yeah, just one of those crazy Goodwill prices that, even if that was like $3, it wouldn't really be worth picking up. So it's just going to sit there for probably all of eternity. And looking at the media, you see all the DVDs up there. Those are 2 stacks deep, so it just makes it hard to go through DVDs. I only look through the first stack, and while I'm recording, I don't look thoroughly through stuff. Like I went back and looked at those DVDs more closely. Same with the games and everything. I just try to get recording footage to make you guys happy. And looking at the toys here, you know what I'm looking for. Jurassic World. Anything sealed. You know the routine. Still learning as much as I can about random loose toys. I know Imaginext does well. People always suggest that to me. And I do look up some Imaginext here and there, and haven't really found any good Imaginext scores yet. And just like that, we are sunny again. Ohio weather. So yeah, that should be good for the garage sales. People were waiting till the rain was done to set up shop. Well, it's time. Set up shop, because here I come. And it is raining again. So by this time, I've been to quite a few sales, and they've been average. I wouldn't say that they're phenomenal. I wouldn't say they're bad. This one had a couple watches there. If you see the watch, the like red, white, and blue band there, I thought that was like a Polo or maybe a Tommy or something vintage watch. It wasn't. I don't know if you can tell what brand it is in this footage. I just want people to know, because someone might spot that and be like, oh, it was a Tommy watch or something. And I know some of those can do well. But I did see a couple watches that interest me, like this Disney Pooh watch, and it was $4.75. But I ended up making a deal on these 2 watches, which I'll show you later. Stopped at another Goodwill. This city has 2 Goodwills on the same street, so made it down to the other end and decided to stop in. There's a generic dinosaur. We don't like those. We like the valuable ones. Looking for games. Same thing. Like if you see anything that I miss, make sure to let me know. That's part of the reason I do this footage, is so people can spot things and tell me stuff that I miss, and as everyone can learn from it. It's just beneficial, and hopefully it's entertaining. I know, like, I mean, if you're going thrifting, you see the same kind of stuff everywhere. So if you're watching my videos and you're seeing the same types of stuff, it could get boring, but at the same time, if you're doing this, especially for a living, you're seeing this stuff all the time anyway. It's always exciting to me, even when I watch other people's footage, just in case there's something there that I may have missed or they may have missed. Here's a scanner. Pro 64 Radio Shack. I ended up picking up that $7.99. Got to this sale. We got some cords. A lot of these power adapters can be worth money. Certain ones. A lot of cords can be worth money. Certain models for cords can go upwards to $40. It's pretty crazy. You just gotta know what you're looking for. Now there's some composite cables for 50 cents. I pick those up when I find them cheap at yard sales so I can bundle them with electronics. And I picked up 2 electronics today, so those are pretty convenient find, even though I have some at home. A bunch of little knick-knack type things here. Not really knick-knacks, just random like garage junk really. Some DVDs. It's pretty late in the day. I don't expect really to find anything amazing because I'm sure these sales have been picked through. But there's always something lingering that somebody forgot or missed. And this sale had a couple things that I picked up. Nothing great though. I did see that, like, what was that poster back there? I didn't really notice. A pair of shoes there too. I'm not sure what this was. I made it over to the rich part of town. I always try to go there last if possible because usually the sales are just overpriced. And sure enough, this sale had a bunch of Legos and stuff, and they were used at like $40-50, so it just wasn't worth it. Plus, she told me that she sold a Nintendo earlier in the day, so that was depressing. What are you gonna do though? So I am back home. Here's the haul. Overall, it was kind of a miserable day with the rain and the cold wind. A lot of people just not coming out. It's supposed to be really nice the next couple of days, so people will probably just wait and have their sales then. I may go back out to this area. It's like a 40-minute drive. It's not too bad. Hit maybe some of the areas I didn't hit before, but we'll see. I did all right. I got a lot of stuff I thought was going to be worth more that I bought blind that wasn't. For one, this Renaissance Chessman set, it was $10. I paid up for this, and I'm like, you know what? It's from 1959. It was in really good shape, and I know some of these chess sets can do really well. And yeah, I just decided to buy it. I didn't ask for a better price because the old guy that had it was kind of emotional about it. He said he had it since he was a teenager and, you know, all this stuff like that. And you could tell he was kind of sad to get rid of it, so I wasn't going to be like, take 5. So after that, I just went and paid the 10. And, you know, I couldn't find this exact one. I just did a quick look, but it looked like, you know, I'm going to make money on it. It just, you know, I was hoping this would be like an over $100 chess set for whatever reason, because I thought it was pretty unique. And yeah, I would probably sell it for $40 max, I guess. After shipping and everything, the hassle, I don't know if it'd be worth it or not. It's kind of a big box, but hey, I'll make some money. Also, like the first sale I stopped at was really good, so that was encouraging. And I picked up this Bible trivia, $2. I usually pick these up when they are in really good condition because I sell them on Amazon. I should make about right around $30 profit on this in the end doing FBA. I only buy them when they're in good shape because I don't like to sell them with too many flaws or missing pieces. Of course, you can't sell them with missing pieces on Amazon. So, yeah, I always want to make sure they're in great shape. And I have sold them on eBay before in, you know, not so great shape, and they do sell. But you don't make a whole lot of money. So, yeah, $30 I should make on that. Also, at that first sale, I picked up this Sony combo unit. It was $20. He could not guarantee me if it worked. He said it came from, I believe, his mother-in-law's or something. And he said it should work fine. But he also said I could bring it back to him if it doesn't work and get a full refund. I imagine I could just get my money back selling the remote. So I don't know. I don't even know if I remember where that sale was, to be honest. But also was like, hey, throw in a couple. He wouldn't come down on the price, but did throw in a couple DVDs. So I got Bambi here sealed. This sells for like $12. So for free, you're gonna make, you know, some money. Ship at first class. I picked up this Family Classics 50 movie pack. I figured this has got to be worth something, right? And on eBay, I couldn't find it, but on Amazon, it's selling for $48. So I know a lot of people who sell a lot of DVDs on eBay. They will lot up the family type movies because there's families looking for lots of family friendly movies. So here's one with 50 movies on it. I think I'll be able to move that minimum 30. I'll probably shoot for 50. I'll look at some comps of similar things. I don't know. But I think I'll make some money on that, definitely. The player, if it works and everything, we'll sell it on Amazon after all fees and everything. I'll make $100. Sell these a lot. So I should be able to get 100 just like I always do. I'll probably sell it for like 150 with the remote. Add some cables. Speaking of cables, stuff at a sale. Got two AV cables, which I will bundle with the units I bought today. And this guy also had a memory card for 50 cents. So I picked that up, and as I was leaving, he's like, you can have this for 50 cents. And I'm like, oh, no, thank you. But he said there's a memory card in there, too. So I went ahead and bought this game for the memory card. The game's not worth anything. And I got the memory cards because I sell the PS2 Slims, and these are great to bundle with them. It really helps your sale to have a memory card, considering you need a memory card to save pretty much any game with a save on the PS2. Then at a sale, I don't know why I bought these watches, honestly. It's one of those older ladies who just feel like she's not doing well at the garage sales. And you didn't want to just leave. But I was looking at this one. It's $4.75. It was an official Disney Pooh watch. And Pooh watch, that sounded weird. I say Winnie the Pooh watch, not just a Pooh watch. And I don't know the value of these. I know that some Disney stuff does well. And there was this Sanyo V watch, which is kind of cool. I like the retro look of these. I know this wasn't going to be too valuable. Had $1 on that. So I was just like, hey, would you take, would you throw this in for free? She said, sure. I tried looking this up. I couldn't find the exact one, but I did see one that sold for $20 and one that sold for $29.99 that was somewhat similar. But I did see a lot of other similar ones that was only selling for like $5 plus shipping. So worst case scenario, I'll get my money back, but I think I will make some money on this. And this one's just debatable. I tried looking it up, didn't see any exact ones, but I might be able to get $10 for it because people like the vintage retro look on some of these watches. Then over here, I picked up these two things. They were free is the only reason I picked them up. This LiftMaster, couldn't find the model on eBay. Who knows if it works? Maybe I'll just list it just in case someone's looking for that. I know some of these garage door openers can sell over $100, some of the older ones, so you never know. And since it was free, I just picked it up. And this was free too. It's just a disposable camera. And 2012 is expiration. And some of the expired ones were selling for like $10, so you could make some money. I don't know if I'm going to, I have so much stuff to list on eBay, I probably won't even mess with this stuff. It'll probably just go into a box for garage sales or redonation. Maybe not the garage door opener because I'm kind of curious to see how it will do since there's no competition. Also at that sale, I picked up this for $2. It's just a Rebel XS. It's just the body. It does have like some batteries and stuff in there with it, and there's no lens. One of these sold for like $20. So again, it's just a bread and butter item. If I had the lens, I could get more, but yeah, picked it up. Wasn't finding a whole lot of stuff today. I did hit a lot of sales. I was out for almost 5 hours. I did stop at a couple Goodwills and even a Lowe's and didn't find anything. So all those people that say I always find good stuff at Lowe's, it's not fair. Well, I didn't find anything this time. So over here, picked up this troll shirt from 90s. Paid $1 for it. I'm not sure why. I just thought it was cool. Probably some value. I'm getting a pretty good amount of just clothing I pick up randomly because I'm outsourcing so much. And maybe I'll just find some time someday to list this stuff or deal with it. So I picked up another camera. This is one I was looking at, and the lady come over and told me to make an offer on it. I said, I have no idea. I only wanted to offer like $2. So I told her, I was like, well, I don't know. You tell me what you want. She said $8. So I said, how about $5? And she said, okay. So I picked it up. This one was selling for 40. I seen one sell for 50, and that's not including the lens. The lady at the sale was telling me this lens alone was worth a lot of money. I actually didn't look it up, so I think it was scratched in it there. It's weird. But yeah, I'll probably just lock the lens up with it, unless I determine this lens is worth money, which I'm pretty sure it's not. So I would say I can be able to sell this at least $40, $50, like some of the other comps. There were some that sold, though, for like 15 plus shipping. But that was auction, I believe, so they're usually lower prices. Has the manual, has the flash in there. I think that was all, maybe some other like camera little thing in there. So for $5, I'll make money. Then right here, so here's the Goodwill finds. I picked up this radio. It's a Radio Shack scanner, I guess it is. I'm not gonna be able to get it out. It's in really good condition, but there was some acid residue where the batteries go. It was $7, but it looked like it was selling pretty consistently between $30 and $40, and that was without the little holder. So I'll probably price this $39.99, free ship. It might ship first class. It's actually really light. It's a plastic unit. So yeah, I picked that up. If it doesn't work, I can get a return. My $7 back. I have 7 days to do that. And then picked up a couple of cassettes for $1 at Goodwill, so I will bundle those at some point. And I picked up another Sony unit with a remote. It's so rare to see units like this, especially Sony and Goodwill anymore, with the remote. They only priced at $14.99. This Goodwill usually prices electronics like $24, $30, sometimes $40, and that's just VCRs. So it's kind of weird to see that. It's in pretty good physical shape as well. It's a slightly different model than that one over there, but it should sell for $140, $150, and I should make $100 profit in the end if it works. Again, I have 7 days to return it. So just in the two combo units, it's going to be a couple $100. Everything else, I think $300, $350 profit. So it's really not bad. I honestly expected to do a lot better today with so many sales. Just the weather wasn't in my favor. And I'd like to know in the comments, since I could have kept going to sales, but I was already out like almost 5 hours, and you know, I never seem to find that much stuff later in the day, and I feel like it's just a waste of my time. I'm better off just going home and doing other types of work. Would you keep sourcing? Would you go all the way to 5, 6 o'clock in the evening until all the sales are closed? Or would you just, you just go out for maybe 3, 5 hours just to hit the earlier ones and just be done with it for the day? I'm curious on what other people do. But that's going to do it for the video, everybody. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button for me. Make sure you're subscribed. You hit that bell notification so you get notified every time I put out a video. It'll come up on your phone. It'll annoy you. And follow me on Twitter, Instagram, flipping_junk. And this has been Wick. Until next time.